Hello, and welcome to our City Dogs, City Kitties virtual adoption event. My name is Leonard Newmark. I am a virtual adoption host volunteer and also an avid City Dogs supporter since about 5 years ago when we adopted two dogs. And I love the program and the energy. The program was founded in 2011, and since then, over 12,000 pets have been saved and found their forever homes. And while we don't have a physical location, all of our fosters are staying with volunteers, and all of the activities are supported by volunteers. So we hope that those of you who are first time joiners for this type of event maybe take some interest in supporting City Dogs in other ways. I want to also thank our participants for showing up this evening, and I want to start things off by introducing Gabbana, who is our first pup on display for this evening.
Hey, this is Mara. I'm here with Gabby or Gabbana, which we have never called him. We call him Gabby. So here he
And
is.
what can you tell us about Gabby?
So this is Gabby's natural state, and by that I mean just sitting on my lap. He is such a people dog. It's not just me, but it's anybody like I've had over who within 10 minutes he's like cuddling with them, sitting on their lap. He's a very, very gentle dog and he loves people. Right now he's trying to hop off the couch because he's a little camera shy. But yeah, and he is also very observant, I would say. He's a very smart dog. He loves puzzle toys. He loves mental stimulation. But he's a small guy. He's like 20 pounds, 18 pounds actually. And so he's a little teddy bear. He likes to go outside and he loves sniffing. He's gonna like have his nose to the ground the entire time you walk with him. But
Mhm.
he doesn't need a ton of exercise or anything. So that's kind of the basics of Gabbana. He's like a little stuffed teddy bear.
What are the interactions he's having, if any, with other animals in the household or that he might meet?
Oh, so I don't have any other pets in the household. It was noted the foster before that he is dog selective, but he's good with dogs. He just takes a little bit to warm up to them. Yeah, but I don't have any personal experience with it because I don't have any other pets.
Wonderful. I want to take an opportunity to make sure for our viewers that they have an opportunity to ask questions. I'm going to check in the chat, but please raise your hand or unmute yourself if you have a question. This guy looks so lovable. I would want to adopt him myself, but we have three and it would be a problem. All right. Don't see any messages yet, but you have been such a good boy. Gabiana, thank you so much for taking the time with us. And we're going to move on to Kimber. Can we see Kimber?
Yes, this is Kimber. She's enjoying a little uh, lick toy right now, so she's busy at work.
What do we have here, Kimber? What type of dog are you?
Kimber is a cattle dog, and she's about 6 years old, but you would not know it because she's got some amazing puppy energy going on. But I think like the best kind of puppy energy because she's super trainable, she's super smart, and she knows her basic commands. And she definitely knows how to give you your space, give you your time. Oh, I know. And yeah, she's been super awesome. I've had her for about 2 months, and she's really come out of her shell, really shown her personality. Yeah, she's just an amazing dog.
Interactions with other animal members of the household or in her social network?
She is an only dog, so I can't really speak to her interactions with a bunch of other dogs. But she has been super excited to see any friends or people I have over in the apartment. So she definitely just really wants to be loved, especially by people.
And what is she looking there?
She's licking, she loves yogurt and peanut butter. That's kind of her
Mhm.
snack. So she's enjoying a nice frozen yogurt and peanut butter treat right now.
I've heard that this type of dog has kind of a high energy level.
Yeah, so she is 6, but she is pretty high energy. We typically go on one long walk during the day and around 3 shorter walks to include some potty breaks. So if you're the type of person that really is looking to get your steps in, she is totally down for that. But she is also definitely a sniffer, so she'll do a nice stroll in a quiet neighborhood with lots of chances for her to sniff. And she also loves mental enrichment. So, again, she's a big fan of the lick mats and all of that. And she is super smart. Again, cattle dogs are always super smart. And she loves to do our training sessions. So, she picked up her basic commands. And now we're just working on some really cool tricks so that we can impress everyone in the neighborhood with how it's.
What's the coolest trick she's learned?
She can spin super well because she's super pretty and she can spin like a princess. And she loves to whip that one out to just, make sure that everyone knows that she's really cool.
Last two questions, one for me, one for you. One is if she had a job, what would it be?
I would think that she would be a security guard, which seems a little lame, but she is totally like the neighborhood watch for my apartment. She loves to look out my window. I'm on the 5th floor, so she's got a nice like bird's eye view of everyone. And even with me inside the apartment, she loves to check out to see what I'm doing. Her favorite spot is on the couch. And sometimes I'll be in the kitchen and I'll look over and she's got her head just perched up, staring at me in the kitchen to make sure I'm not getting into trouble. So yeah, she's totally kind of a manager of the apartment and of outside, just trying to make sure to see what everyone's up to.
Wonderful. And she just texted me she would like a refill on her item there. Thank you
Oh
so
yeah.
much. I think we have our next candidate up, Celeste with Judge.
Hey guys, let me see if I can turn my camera around.
Okay, take your time.
So, iPads don't want to cooperate all the time. Oh, here we go. All right,
There we go. We're looking
there's
good. Hi, Judge.
Judd.
And what are
So,
we looking at here?
so he is best guess a hound of some kind with he's got to have some husky in him because he's a talker, meaning
Uh-huh.
not just bark, but he talks like huskies talk. I don't know if anybody on the call is familiar with huskies, but that's what they do. So Judd, he he likes to be outside. He's about 2 years old. He is my, I don't know, 15th or so foster. Um, I have 2 other dogs in the house with him,
Mhm.
2 other cats in the house with him. so so he's one of a pack at the moment. Has a lot of fun playing with other dogs. Loves his ball. Loves to play. That's why we're outside because I figured his natural state is not necessarily sitting still until it's
Mhm.
time to get on the sofa at night, and then he gets his little chew toy out and he sits and he chews and sleeps through the night for me. So he's a
And
good
what's
boy.
his kind of daily activity level?
So he gets a long walk in the morning because that's my routine with the other two, and then he has a walk at lunchtime, about
Mhm.
30 minutes, and then at night we either do a walk or I let them out in the yard and they run around, and then he plays with the other dogs. But his energy level, it's not high. I wouldn't say it's like a border collie, but he's a puppy. He's 2 years old and he wants to play, and he loves to play tug of war with the other dogs. So he tries to engage the cats in tug of war, and they want nothing to do with it. But he loves the water. So if anybody wants a water dog, he has no fear of the water. He loves it. We get the hose out, and I even posted a video on City Dogs of him playing with the hose, the water from the hose. Loves it. Absolutely has a great time.
Has he
Has
been
no
swimming?
I haven't taken him swimming yet, only because I can't leash him far enough. So
Mhm.
so I haven't dumped him in a river or a lake yet. But He's no problem with the water, so he loves to play with it. And then he definitely loves his walks. Good dog. He's a nice boy. He's a
Well,
teenage boy,
thank you
but
so
he's a
much,
nice boy.
Celeste, for that.
You're welcome.
I do have a question. It sounds like
Sure.
he entered into kind of a group of other pre-existing Forever Home members. And what was the kind of acclimation process like for him?
Oh, he was fine. I'm a
Mhm.
firm believer. Somebody in the house has to be the alpha dog, and it's not him. So he
Mhm.
figured that out fairly quickly. Everybody has their separate space, and he knows where his space on the sofa is. And it's funny, like it's 1, 2, 3. He's very independent, meaning he doesn't need to be in your space and follow you around. And I don't work from home. So he's home all day, uncrated with my other 2 dogs.
Gotcha.
So
Thank you so much, Celeste.
you're
Well,
welcome.
you have a wonderful day, Judge, and be cautious with that tennis ball. Our next pup is Axel. Axel, are you here?
Emily,
Is that Axel? Hold on.
one second.
Take your time. There you are. Oh my goodness.
Oh no. How do we delete the virtual?
We've got virtual Axel and real
Okay, there
Axel.
we go.
All right,
Okay.
we want real
We've got
Axel.
Axel here.
All right, tell us about Axel.
So Axel is honestly just such a cuddle bug, a love bug. He's very goofy, but he really is happiest when he's just kind of hanging out at home with all of us. Sorry, he's getting blueberries so he can focus. He's not super active. We take him on 4 walks a day, but they're very short. They're like 15 minutes each. Being outside for him is really about enrichment. He
Mhm.
loves to sniff, and just hang out outside. He doesn't need as much exercise as some other dogs might. But yeah,
And
he's
what
a sweet
breed
boy.
is he?
He's an American bulldog, and we think he's about 3.5.
And he looks about 50-ish pounds.
Yes, 62, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not that we're judging. No judgment. So, what does he like to do for fun? Hello? I think Axel may have frozen slightly, but that's okay. I know we'll get Axel back. Can you hear me, Axel or Emily?
Like I said, he's not tired pretty quickly. So
Here
he'll
we
have
go.
his, little 15-minute romp of playtime, and then he really just does want to lay on the couch and snuggle with who's ever home.
Gotcha. Any interactions that he might have with dog friends outside of the house?
We got him, we were told that he doesn't do great with other animals. So
Mhm.
we found that he's kind of picky with other dogs. So some dogs he's met and he's been super friendly to, loved. Other dogs he has not gotten along with, but we've noticed it seems like dogs that are larger breeds he likes to meet on his walks. So we've just been doing kind of some gentle introductions.
Gotcha. And a final question, if Axel had to apply for a job?
So we talked about this and we think he'd be a gardener or a landscaper. Like we said, he loves to be outside, but he really does just want to smell the flowers and poke around bushes and see what there is to see. So yeah, we think he'd love a little gardener action.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Axel. You're a sweetheart, and we look forward to you continuing to eat those blueberries.
Yeah.
Our our next dog is Anders. Are you there, Anders? Matt?
Yep, this is Andre.
Andre, sorry to mispronounce your name.
No
So
problem.
what have we got and who have we got here? So,
Right. So Andre, we also call him Andy for short, because he's got a very spunky personality. Andy is a 5-year-old pit bull lab mix, and he just celebrated his 5th birthday in June. He's about 54 pounds, and he has these really cool little white boots on his legs. You can see here. But he is super aware. He's always on the lookout for things. He's super affectionate. He loves to cuddle. He loves to snuggle in bed. Not a fan of sleeping in a crate or on a dog bed. He's all about being with his people. But he's a really sweet boy. I've had Andy. It will be 10 months on September 2nd. So we've had Andy for a while, and Andy came to us a little bit afraid of being in the city, and he has gotten so much better. He loves car rides. He's been to Florida. He's been to North Carolina mountains. He makes the absolute best co-pilot in the car, and he loves taking car trips now. So he's doing great.
What interaction is Andy having with other pets in the house or outside?
Yeah. Great. Yeah. So I have a 10-year-old black lab, also City Dogs alum, and these two are best buddies. Andy definitely is the alpha dog. So he will grab, the toy out of Josh's mouth and run away with it. He's not like a resource sharing issue, so they don't fight over food. But when it comes to toys, Andy definitely thinks that he's the top dog. And luckily, Josh doesn't really care and lets him kind of walk away with the stuffed toy. No matter how often I try and correct him, Andy's convinced he's the top dog in the house. So he's hard to argue with.
Yeah, and what does that look like when you say it's hard to argue with?
Oh, what I mean, like if he takes the toy and he runs with it and he's like throwing it up over his head, like he's happy-go-lucky just to play with it. And if I bring the toy back to Josh and say, hey, that's not cool, he's going to grab it with it, right? So, he's not an aggressive alpha dog. He's like a playful, hey, I'm going to go catch this and go run away and you can chase me. But I haven't been successful yet in getting him to respect Josh's boundaries for like, that's Josh's toy right now. So Andy thinks that all the toys are his toys. And we're still working on those boundaries of whose toy is that bone really anyway.
And you've heard this question maybe before, but if Andy had to apply for a job, what job do you think he would apply for?
Yeah, I think Andy would be a therapist, like a behavioral therapist, right? Because he watches me so closely and he's analyzing what I'm doing, like when I'm prepping food, or if he thinks he's going to get a special peanut butter treat, or if I'm even folding the laundry. Andy stares at me and he's watching, and he just gives you that sense that you're the center of his world. And so I think he's always sort of watching out. He had a little bit of a tough start in life. And I think he just is always assessing his people to make sure that they're going to be there and care for him. So I would say he'd be a therapist because he's really mindful. And, if you're having a bad day and you come in and you're upset or tired from work, he knows how to snuggle up against you and help you through the tough patches.
Well, thank you so much for that helpful information. And thank you sincerely for fostering him for such a period of time.
Absolutely.
Questions, comments, observations, friends and City Dog supporters? All right. Well, that concludes our dog portion of the evening. And we'd like to thank you very much for taking the time to support City Dogs. And we hope that you have found the information with the potential adoptees helpful in how you evaluate your